edition of Multiplex Movie Warzone, our teams division. We got a great match for you. We've got the Flux Incapacitors going up against INH. Insert name here. I love that name. And I think this is going to be a super, super fun match. Brian, what are you thinking about this matchup?
I'm loving this match. I mean, I've only met a few of these guys, but everybody seems to be great competitors. They seem real friendly guys. We got PJ, I think, making his debut in the fan leagues completely, or at least in Multiplex he is. Jacoby and Tony, I'm not too familiar with, but I know they've started playing in some of the singles and other team leagues and things. But this is gonna be a fun match.
Yeah, I'm very excited. These one team in particular has been kind of goofing around in the chat, in the green room chat. So I'm very excited to see what they do. I think, but both teams are going to be a whole lot of fun. I've played James before, and I'm not going to talk about that. But anyway, I think this is going to be a super, super duper fun match. So without further ado, let's go to these two teams for their promos.
All right, so we're here. Insert name here. Don't worry. You probably haven't heard of us. I mean, we haven't even heard of us, and we've been playing for a little bit. But we're happy to be here answering questions, maybe not correctly or accurately, but really just our true passion is writing stuff down and showing them to the camera. So really, we're already winners. And I'm grateful that we're up against another completely unrecognizable team. Don't know much about them. I don't think they're that good. Hopefully they're not good, but just these unrecognizable, completely even levels of skill teams. What do you think about that, Tony?
Yeah, I think this is going to be an interesting match. Like, we've got the experience, but we've got to say, like, we do have a bit of celebrity on this. Like, we got someone that's tangentially connected to Schmodown. We have someone that hosts a podcast. I really do have to say I'm a massive fan of his work on Actually Moving Anatomy. Wait a second. No, that's not Brandon. No, that's it. That ain't that team. That's the other team. That's like, no, because we're the team that goes around to every other league playing together as a team.
Yeah, they switch around a whole lot. Yeah, okay, got it.
We're actually the only proper team in the whole leagues, it seems. But hey, what does that mean? We just have the experience level. We work together. We train together. That's nothing really.
Well, here we go. You know, another team match, a different teammate. You know, some things happened with my teammate Brandon Hanna, and he can't be here. So what did I do? Is I went out and got somebody better than Brandon Hanna. I know that I'm good, so I had to get somebody that was just as good as me. So I brought in my boy PJ Campbell from the PJ Campbell Show, and he knows movies better than anybody out there.
You good?
PJ.
Cool.
Speak, buddy.
Awesome. Yeah. No. Well, you know, you came to me in a desperate hour, my friend. For some reason, Brandon couldn't be here anymore, and you know, Brandon's a brother in arms for us. We like Brandon, but I couldn't let you go down without a fight, man. Like, you can't do this alone. It wouldn't have been fair to handicap you just by yourself. So here I am. I've been on the fan leagues before. I was with Chris Clark. I already carried one teammate. This time I don't have to carry. This time I have someone on my level. These guys have been talking a lot in the chat, just kind of yammering on and on and on. We're not interested in the talk. We just want to play. We want to show that we're good enough to continue. We want to show that we are good enough to beat this whole tournament. We've got this. So let's do this, James. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's rock and roll.
Well, those were some interesting promos there. Yeah, both teams, you know, INH kind of doing their thing of being very silly, very fun. James and PJ in there for a vengeance. So I think it's going to be very, very interesting. Brian, what did you think of those promos? You're muted, Brian.
He's speechless.
Let's try this again.
Oh.
You know, I think Insert Name here is looking to have a lot of fun. Clearly, they're having fun with their intros and stuff. But I'm worried they might be underestimating Flux Incapacitors. I mean, I can vouch that James is a very tough competitor, and PJ is obviously a major force in the fan community. So we're gonna see what happens here.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is going to be an interesting, very, very interesting match all around. So without further ado, let's get both these two teams into the ring, ready to face each other. Introducing first, with a record of 0 wins, 0 defeats, They are James, the Gator White, and PJ Campbell, the Flux Incapacitors. And introducing second, with a record of 0 wins, 0 defeats, they are the co-conductors of the freight train of mediocrity, the milk and the coffee, unless you are a vegan, but don't worry, you've already told us 7 times. The physical embodiment of meh, the Project Mayhem of movie trivia, and soon to be hired and fired as the next security generals. They are Tony, Smashmouth, Hild, and Jacoby Blockbuster Bancroft. They are insert name here. Well,
I think insert name here is the Tenacious D of the trivia community. The band told me to read this before you introduce them.
That's all we needed too. We can just stop right now.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
and your winner. Okay, now that both these two teams are in the ring, we are ready to go to our round 1 rules. The rules of round 1 are as follows. You get 8 questions, 8 different categories. If you get it right, you get a point. You write your answers down on a whiteboard, and if you get all 8 right, you get a bonus question for a possible total of 9 points. So without further ado, let's get started with our questions. Your first question is going to come in the realm of 90s movies. In Glengarry Glen Ross, what does Alec Baldwin say is only for closers?
In a scene that's been spoofed 3,000 times by Alec Baldwin himself on everything from Saturday Night Live to The Simpsons.
Yeah, definitely.
That is still a good line.
Yeah. It's still a great scene.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Down.
Okay, let's go over to PJ first.
Coffee. Coffee is for closers.
That is correct. And Tony.
I had steak.
Incorrect. And James.
Coffee is for closers.
That is correct. And Jacoby.
Coffee is for closers. Tony, I think you're drinking coffee right now.
I'll just put this away.
He's in England. It's tea. Come on.
He's drinking
Tony
blended
being the
steak.
only one who couldn't close that answer. Brian, over to you for question 2.
Question 2 in the category of comedies. Which Wayans brother appeared in the Coen Brothers movie The Lady Killers?
Not most people's favorite Coen Brothers movie.
You know, I was about to say the exact same thing. And we had Tom Hanks, Coen Brothers. I don't know how you go wrong, but somehow they managed to.
It's because they remade a great Alec Guinness movie.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down. Let's start with Jacoby this time.
Damon Wayans?
That is incorrect. I'm sorry. Let's try PJ.
I said Damon Wayans Jr., but I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
That is also incorrect. Tony?
I do actually think it's Damon Wayans. I think you're wrong, sir.
And James, did you get it?
I took a shot. I said Marlon Wayans.
Marlon Wayans is correct.
Never seen it.
For Flux Incapacitors.
Good God, James. Good God.
Okay, your third question is going to come in the category of Oscars. Christian Bale won his Best Supporting Actor Oscar for what film? Dude.
Can you repeat that? You were cutting out.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Christian Bale won his Best Supporting Actor Oscar for what film?
Can you repeat that and also give the answer?
No, I'm sorry, I cannot. Christian Bale gets nominated for a lot of Oscars, Brian.
Yeah, some of them deserved, some not so much.
I think most.
1. Time's up.
Okay, let's go over to James.
Yeah, I don't have it. I just put down Empire of the Sun.
Yeah, that's incorrect. Okay, Jacoby.
That would be The Fighter.
That is correct. Okay, PJ, did you have The Fighter?
It is The Fighter.
That is correct. And Tony.
I had the fighter.
Okay,
Yeah.
James on that one. Brian, over to you.
Couldn't pull it.
Okay, your next question in the realm of science fiction movies. In what sci-fi film would you find characters named Lincoln 6 Echo and Jordan 2 Delta?
Never seen this movie.
You haven't. It's actually one of the better movies by this director, if you ask me. We won't say any more than that, so we don't give any hints.
Maybe I should check
5,
it out.
3, 2, and 1. Markers down. Let's start with James.
Yeah, I don't know this one. Like I said, Demolition Man.
That is incorrect. Let's go to Tony.
I went Maze Runner.
Also incorrect. PJ?
Ender's Game?
I'm afraid that's also incorrect. And Jacoby?
I went The Fifth Element.
No, it is the Michael Bay film The Island.
Oh.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, I would not have gotten that either. Okay, your next question comes in the category of directors. What 2013 film marked Joseph Gordon-Levitt's directorial debut? Most people forget this guy has directed a movie.
Has he done a second one yet? I don't think he
I
has.
don't think so.
He should, because I kind of like this movie. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down.
Okay, let's go over to PJ.
Don John?
That is correct. Okay, over to Tony.
No, I didn't get it. I had 50-50.
Okay, James.
Don John.
That's correct. And Jacoby.
Don John.
Okay, correct all around. Or except
Yeah,
for
correct all around.
Triple
Correct all
around. That's it. It counts.
No. Okay, Brian, over to you.
All right, going on to 70s movies. Movies made about 30 years before Caleb was born. In Monty Python and the Holy Grail, what does King Arthur use to defeat the killer rabbit of Caer Benog?
Sometimes 20, sometimes 30, depending on when the movie was actually released.
And sometimes it feels like 50.
Yeah.
I'm just
You're
gonna-
old.
5, 4, 3, 2, and yes, I am. 1. Get off my lawn. 0. Time's up. All right, let's start this time with PJ.
The Holy Hand Grenade.
The Holy Hand Grenade, as seen in Ready Player One, is correct. Let's go to Jacoby.
The Holy Hand Grenade. You see it?
That is correct. And go to Tony.
Jesus, what? I'm doing so shit. And I also think I'm going to kick out the country for not knowing this. I went his boot. I thought he booted it.
Monty Python is your
No.
people.
I know! I'm going to try and find my passport.
And James, you got it?
The Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch.
Yes, it is, specifically of Antioch.
James getting the full title in there. I respect that. Okay, and your penultimate question in the category of dramas. In the movie Labor Day, where do Kate Winslet and her son first meet the escaped convict played by Josh Brolin?
I will admit the toughest question of round one.
I agree completely because nobody saw this movie.
That is
People saw
correct.
this movie. It's Josh Brolin and Kate Winslet. Come on.
I just remember something about
Directed
peach
by
pie.
Jason Reitman. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
Okay, let's go over to Tony.
Theme park?
That is incorrect. Okay, PJ.
I said a diner.
Also incorrect. Jacoby.
I said a gas station.
And that is also incorrect. James, could you pull it?
I said a hospital.
Incorrect all around. The correct answer was a department store.
Damn. I almost said a mall.
You can
Okay.
play the question writer. That's me. But I always figure if it's
I mean-
difficult for one team, it's difficult for everybody, so it stays fair.
Okay, and Brian, give us our last question, please.
Your last question, since there is no perfect rounds. In Actors and Actresses, what Academy Award-winning actor played Harold the Blind Priest in Young Frankenstein?
I love this movie.
You know, I'm not a big Mel Brooks fan, but this is one of the couple that I really do enjoy.
Wait, can you repeat the question? I didn't catch it.
Yes, I can. In Actors and Actresses, what Academy Award-winning actor played Harold the Blind Priest in Young Frankenstein? Five, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat the question.
1. Repeat again.
Repeat the question.
In Actors and Actresses, what Academy Award-winning actor played Harold the Blind Priest in Young Frankenstein? Both teams using their repeat to try and get this last point in round 1.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down. Let's start with Jacoby.
Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman is correct. And James.
A good repeat, Gene Hackman.
Fuck.
Oh,
Hack,
wise
sorry.
use of the repeat. Tony?
Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
All right. And PJ.
Gene Hackman.
All right, they all got it.
Okay, so that is the end of our first round. Brian, would you like to give us a score update, please?
I have it as Flux Incapacitors with 10 points to insert name here 7.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had it as 10-0, but
Okay. No, I definitely have an insert name here as 7. But I must have forgot to record one of James's points. So I probably forgot the last one. That's it. Okay.
I also had 10-7.
Okay, yeah. So we're good. That was just my bad. Okay, so we are 10-7 at the end of our first round with the Flux Incapacitors in the lead. So that means they will get to spin the wheel first because we are going into our second round, which is our wheel round where you have 10 different categories on a wheel. Okay, so your categories are going to be 2000s, musicals, 2000s, musicals, Kevin Smith, Steven Spielberg, romantic comedies, family films, Game of Thrones actors, classics, and spinners and opponent's choice. So, James and PJ, would you like to spin or defer?
What do you think?
I think we should go. Should go.
I'm good with that. Can you before we get into this, can you tell me what was after Spielberg?
After Spielberg, we had romantic comedies, family
Rom-coms. Okay. I just missed rom-coms.
Okay, great. Okay, so
So there should be 8 and then spinners and opponents, right?
yes, that is
Okay.
absolutely correct. And I'm just gonna hide that sidebar there. Okay, and your spin is in Flux Incapacitors, and you landed on the category of musicals.
I'm okay with it, but I think there's better stuff on there for us.
Yeah, let's win again. I don't know. I'm not feeling it.
Okay, and your spin is going to be in family films.
Okay.
Family films, movies about or for families. So, Brian, would you like to give the Flux Incapacitors their questions in family films?
No. Oh, okay. Well. Your first question in family films. All right. Your first question in family films. 1993's Rookie of the Year sees a Little League player joining what major league team?
PJ, Chicago Cubs. Final answer.
Yeah.
That is correct for 2 points. Question 2 in family films. What kind of dinosaur was Spike in The Land Before Time?
Okay. Spike was the Stegosaurus, right? He was
Yeah, I think so. That makes sense. Let's go with it.
Stegosaurus. Final answer.
That is correct for another 2 points. Question 3 in family films. What actress starred as Maggie in the 2005 movie Herbie Fully Loaded?
Oh, that was
Lindsay
the
Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan. Yeah, final answer.
2 more points. Plowing through this category. Question 4. In what 1994 family film does the owner of the Minnesota Twins die and leave ownership of the team to his 12-year-old grandson?
Do you know it?
No, I don't.
Hang on. This is one of my favorite movies. I'm just trying to get the title up because there's so many baseball movies around there. Crap. I'll 100% know with multiple choice, but I got to get this one.
You want
Oh,
multiple choice?
Little Big League. Little Big League. Final answer.
That is correct.
Nicely done.
Oh, trying for a perfect round 2. Your last question. Little Giants is about rival Pee Wee football teams coached by 2 brothers, played by Rick Moranis and who?
Ed O'Neill. Ed O'Neill, final answer.
For a perfect round 2. That is correct.
Rick Moranis didn't bite me in the ass this time either.
Okay, so that does put INH at a little bit of a uncomfortable position with the Flux Incapacitors at 20 points, with them still at 7. But anything can happen in round 2. So,
All right, Tony, let's do this.
Your spin is in, and it's going to come in the category.
Oh.
I am so sorry. Opponent's choice. So, Flux Incapacitors, what do you do?
James, what do you think? Kevin Smith?
I was kind of thinking Kevin Smith or Spielberg or classics. Classics might be tough for them. Your call, Peach. I'm good with anything.
Let's go with Kevin Smith. The wild card.
Okay. Don't forget to write down for steals.
Write down for steals. Got it.
Okay, so you're getting your category your questions in the category of Kevin Smith movies. So, sorry, what?
Boochie Boochie?
Snoochie Bougie.
Oh, okay. So your first question in the category of Kevin Smith, in Jersey Girl, what was the name of Ollie's wife, played by Jennifer Lopez?
That's an excellent question.
Yeah. Interesting question. One that we will ponder.
Multiple choice.
Yeah.
Your options are A, Gertie, B, Maya, C, Raquel, or D, Marie.
I think A sounds pretty good. What do you think, Tony?
I was thinking Raquel.
Oh, okay. No, yeah. Raquel. Final answer.
Yeah.
Okay, James and PJ for the steal.
Gertie, final answer.
Fuck!
That is correct for 1 point.
Who the fuck watches Jersey Girl?
Okay, and your second question. Who plays Chrissy, one of the members of the animal liberation group CLIT, in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
Which one was Chrissy? Oh, it's
It's not his wife, is it? Or is it...
No, she's the only one without the name. Shannon or Elizabeth Shannon? Shannon Elizabeth. Shannon, it's Shannon Elizabeth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shannon Elizabeth.
Jay and PJ for the steal.
Elijah Dushku, final answer.
That is also incorrect. We were actually looking for Allie Larder.
Oh,
Oh.
right.
They named all the girls except for her.
Okay. And your third question in the realm of Kevin Smith. What is the name of the convenience store at which the Colleens work in Yoga Hosers?
I fucking even listen to a podcast about this shit.
Worst Kevin Smith movie.
It's very bad. This is the one with Johnny Depp with a penis nose.
Multiple choice.
Okay, your options are A, Quick Stop, B, Quickie Mart, C, A to Z, or D, Great White North Mart.
I think it's A to Z. It's a Canadian. I think it's a Canadian pun because it's set in Canada because it's that whole Canadian trilogy shite that he's doing.
Let's do that. A to Z, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Yeah! Suck it, Flux Incapacitors. Capacitators, whatever you call yourselves.
Okay, and your penultimate question in the realm of Kevin Smith. What hockey team does Zach play for in Zach and Miri Make a Porno?
Why is he reviewing American sports today? I feel like this is prejudice against me.
I didn't write these questions.
Multiple choice.
Okay, your options are A, Leonardo Reapers, B, Monroeville Zombies, C, Red Bank Generals, or D, Jersey Devils.
Can I hear the options one more time?
Yeah.
Yeah. A, Leonardo Reapers, B, Monroeville Zombies, C, Red Bank Generals, or D, the Jersey Devils.
Then can I hear the question again? I just want to make sure.
What hockey team does Zach play for in Zach and Miri Make a Porno?
And can I hear the answer?
No.
Worth a try.
I think it's A or B because it's Mike and Zach and Miri isn't set in New
It
Jersey.
isn't set on the East Coast.
No, so it won't be Red Bank because that's where
Or
Smith's
Jersey.
from, or Jersey. So
Let's go with A.
yeah,
Yeah, A, final answer.
And that is incorrect. PJ James.
It's Monroe Zombies.
Ah.
Final answer.
That is absolutely correct.
Uh-oh.
And your final question in the realm of Kevin Smith. In Live Free or Die Hard, Kevin Smith plays Freddy Kaludis, a paranoid hacker who goes by what online nickname?
I had the option to watch this or catch or release when we're training. I decided to go catch and release.
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Boba Fett, B, Warlock, C, Necromancer, or D, Captain Kirk.
Warlock, final answer.
Yeah.
And that is correct for 1 point. Okay, Brian, before we go into our round 3, would you like to give us a score update?
Or don't. That's fine too.
Yeah, I say. You know,
The score, we have Flux Incapacitors with 22 points. Insert name here has 9 points, so it's quite a hill to climb, but it is not mathematically impossible yet.
Yeah.
mathematically possible.
Mathematically possible for the win. Okay. Okay, so now it is time to go into our round 3, which we are calling our Pick Your Poison round, where we have 6 different categories where you get to pick what you want for your 1, your 2, your 3, and your 4-pointer. Our teams have already picked what they would like to have for their categories, whereas James and PJ, the Flux Incapacitors, are going with classics for 1, Eddie Murphy for 2, movie quotes for 3, and 90s movies for 4, whereas insert name here are going for 90s for 1, quotes for 2, Eddie Murphy for 3, and dramas for 4. Now, a reminder, if you get the question wrong, you do lose 1 point. So Tony and Jacoby are in an interesting position here to where they must get every single question asked of them right. So, Jacoby, Tony, are you ready for your first question?
No.
Tony,
Give me like a week of preparation.
Tony, your question comes in the category of 90s. Who played Will Smith's partner, Artemis Gordon, in 1997's Wild Wild West?
Okay. I heard Christopher Waltz stuck in my head. I can't think of anyone else.
You do have 1 repeat left. 5.
Yeah, repeat it, just in case. Repeat the question.
Yeah. Your question comes in the category 90s. Who played Will Smith's partner, Artemis Gordon, in 1997's Wild Wild West?
If I sing the song, can I get a point instead?
Sadly, no.
Answer in 5, 4.
Christoph Waltz. No, it's wrong, but it's the only thing that comes to mind. Christoph Waltz.
And your winner, by way of technical knockout, it is James Gator White and PJ Campbell.
The answer is Kevin Klein, by the way. That's
Yeah.
Kevin Klein.
Kevin Klein.
Kevin Klein.
Kevin Klein. Not to step on that really great outro for us in the win, but Kevin Klein.
You know when you just have to be your head and just like I just see those two together.
Brian, I'm going to go over to you for our post-match interviews to see how both these teams are feeling. Over to you.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's start with our unfortunate losing team tonight. Insert name here. Unfortunately, your number of nicknames did not transfer into your number of points in the match. Maybe if you had added on like Mother of Dragons and Breaker of Chains or something, you would have made it. But unfortunately, you did not. How are you feeling about your performance today?
I'm gonna go on Amazon and order new bedding because I shat the bed. I'm very disappointed with myself. I've done like one of those things that obviously you can't control the questions, but like it's just annoying. But round 1 especially, like Jacoby was doing so well, and they're just like, yeah.
That's okay. We had fun. We rocked
Yeah,
it.
that's what we did.
We did. We it was happy to be here. Fun to play and everything. It's always fun playing with Tony. And These were fun guys to play against, and yeah, it was a good time. Good time had by all. We'll be back with a vengeance to not answer questions correctly at some later point.
Well, fun is part of the game, and like I've telling everybody here, the tournament is only the kickoff of the team's division here in Movie Warzone. We're here to stay, so I'm sure I'll be seeing more of you guys after the tournament, after we crown our first champion. Let's go over to our winning team, Flux Incapacitors. This is your first match together. You clearly worked very well together. Round 2 seemed to be a very strong category for you. How do you guys feel about your performance?
Oh, I feel great. I mean, we stumbled out of the starting block. I mean, 10 points isn't bad in the first round, but I've not had that weak of a first round in a while. So we could have done better. Actually, I think we just kind of got our ball rolling in round 2. Round 2 was really strong for me. I know PJ knew some of those answers, but those are movies that I've watched 100 times growing up, so it was really helpful. And we didn't even have to answer a question in round 3. I mean, come on. These guys out here, yak, talking about how much they were going to destroy us because we're some nobodies. But, we showed them what's up.
Yeah, I got to say, man, I felt like at the beginning, I wasn't loving my first round. I mean, how many of us remember The Lady Killers and which Wayne's brother was in it? I mean, that movie's not even relevant when it comes to the Coen brothers filmography. But, round 2, family films, you and I both grew up watching a lot of those films in the 90s, so that was really good for us. Opponent's choice, we lucked out. They landed Kevin Smith, and anyone who knows me knows I love Kevin Smith, so it worked in our favor, man. And look, we didn't even have to go into round 3. And luckily for us, they didn't see Wild Wild West like I did in theaters. So, that worked out in our favor.
Bring on the next team. I think it might be a familiar face for me. So we'll see what happens in round 2. But I think that we have what it takes to run this whole gamut.
Yeah, I'm going to say I think we're here to stay. And I don't think people should keep underestimating us. They may not know our names, but we're here with a vengeance. We're fierce. We got this.
That is a possibility. You might be facing our own Kaleb Boatman here. You guys will be playing the winner of his match with his team, which I do not know if he has revealed his new partner yet, so I won't say that, versus Gone with the Win, which is Malcolm and Manning. So we'll see how that match goes. We'll go back
At
to
this
Kaleb.
point, I probably have revealed my partner, though I haven't done it as of recording. I probably have at this point when this is released. Sean Sandberg. Sean Sandberg's my partner. We're Apocalypse now. And assuming we beat Malcolm and Manning, I'll be happy to see you both in the ring.
It'll be a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be a pretty good match. It'd be an honor to face you and then beat you.
We'll see. Okay. So that does conclude our match for today. I think it was a really good match. INH, they're a really entertaining team. I cannot wait to see them back. Tony's got his sombrero of shame on. Very sad for him. But, INH had a tough round, too, where you just get opponent's choice. And that can really mess with you, where if you're so behind by the time you get to round 3, it gets really tough at that point if you just have one little misstep. But overall, that was a really fun match. I can't wait to see James and PJ again, hopefully face them. And that has been Multiplex Movie Warzone teams for this episode. We had the Flux Incapacitors going up against INH. It was a battle. And yeah, so keep watching Multiplex Movie Warzone. I wasn't going to say Battle of the Titans, sorry. But seriously.
It was a battle.
It was a battle. Things happen.
Slaughter battle, same thing.
Yeah, basically. But seriously, from INH, from the Flux Incapacitors, from my co-host Brian Michaels, and from myself, Little Bo, and everyone here at Multiplex, this has been the Movie Warzone Teams match. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.